For years, action movie fans whispered about it. Some laughed it off, others argued over it. But now, at 64, Jean-Claude Van Damme has finally broken his silence on the decades-long Cold War with Steven Seagal. What he revealed stunned everyone. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, video stores were temples for action lovers, and two names dominated the martial arts shelves: Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal. Van Damme was all power and grace, delivering cinematic high kicks with a dancer's finesse and the intensity of a warrior. His breakout film Bloodsport made him a global star, followed by Kickboxer, Universal Soldier, and Time Cop. Each movie added to his legend and showcased his athleticism and heartfelt intensity. Seagal, on the other hand, was the complete opposite: calm, controlled, and dangerous. His Aikido-based style emphasized disarming techniques, joint locks, and bone precision. Films like Above the Law, Hard to Kill, and especially Under Siege made him a household name. Despite dominating the same genre at the same time, Van Damme and Seagal never shared a screen, rarely attended the same events, and certainly never spoke kindly about one another in public. To fans, it was odd. To insiders, it was deliberate. The rivalry wasn't just speculation, it was real. And though it started subtly, it grew louder with every passing year. The spark: Seagal's mouth. Without ever naming names, Seagal routinely took digs at unnamed action stars, mocking those who trained in ballet, a clear jab at Van Damme, who had publicly credited ballet for his flexibility and balance. Industry insiders had no doubts. Seagal was targeting Van Damme, calling him more dancer than fighter. What shocked many was that Van Damme didn't respond. He stayed silent, focused on his work, and never addressed the slights in public. But behind the scenes, tension brewed. Stunt coordinators, producers, and choreographers began warning each other. Don't put these two in the same room. It wasn't just ego, it was mutual dislike. No fights broke out, no screaming matches occurred, but the silence between them was deafening, like a ticking time bomb waiting for the right moment to explode. That moment came one night in the 1990s at a party hosted by none other than Sylvester Stallone. The guest list read like an action hall of fame: Schwarzenegger, Willis, Van Damme, and Seagal. According to multiple sources, including Stallone himself, the party started peacefully. Then Seagal, as usual, started running his mouth, once again mocking Van Damme lamely. This time, Jean-Claude was within earshot, and that was the final straw. Van Damme stood up and, in front of Hollywood's elite, challenged Seagal to step outside and settle things like real martial artists. What happened next stunned everyone. Steven Seagal, the man who built his career on playing stoic, unstoppable warriors, backed down. He refused to fight. Van Damme wasn't finished. Later that same night at a nightclub, he gave Seagal another chance to settle the score. Again, Seagal declined. In one night, the action movie fantasy showdown came close to becoming reality twice, and twice, Seagal walked away. Years passed, but the rivalry never died. Then, in the early 2000s, Hollywood producer Peter Guber came forward with a jaw-dropping offer: $20 million each for a real, sanctioned martial arts fight between Van Damme and Seagal in Las Vegas. Van Damme agreed instantly. He was ready, just for the payday, but to finally silence Seagal's jabs with action. But once again, Seagal didn't respond. No statement, no counteroffer, not even a polite refusal. He simply vanished from the conversation. The public didn't hear about this offer until 2 decades later, when Van Damme casually revealed it in a 2023 interview. His tone wasn't angry, just honest. "I said yes immediately," he explained. Seagal, once again, said nothing. This wasn't about hype or bragging anymore. For Van Damme, it was about clearing the air and letting the truth be known. But just when everyone thought the story was over, Van Damme posted a photo on Instagram that reignited the fire. It showed him and Seagal sitting at dinner together, smiling awkwardly. The caption: "Thank you, Steven, and your family for the fantastic dinner. Big announcement coming soon." The internet exploded. Was this a peace treaty, a PR stunt, or the lead-up to a long-awaited collaboration? Fans were divided. Some believed a movie or documentary was in the works. Others called it staged. Handshake. No behind-the-scenes clips. No follow-up announcement. Just one photo, and then silence again. Weeks passed. Nothing came of it. Finally, in a quiet interview with a European martial arts magazine, Van Damme set the record straight. That dinner wasn't reconciliation. It was observation. He wanted to see if Seagal had changed. He hadn't. "He is a fraud," Van Damme said plainly. Not with anger, just with finality. He explained how Seagal had fabricated stories of secret CIA missions and real-life combat, while Van Damme had actually stepped into tournament rings, fought for real, and bled for his titles. "He's never fought in a real tournament. Not once," Van Damme said. And with that, the legend ended. The rivalry wasn't a marketing stunt. It wasn't playful banter. It was the story of a man who built his name through hard work and real fights and another who built a persona through stories and cinema. If you grew up watching Bloodsport, Under Siege, Kickboxer, or Hard to Kill, you were witnessing more than just movies. You were watching two icons with two very different truths. And now, at last, only one of them has spoken his truth with calm, with clarity, and with nothing left to prove.